Attention all ballers, we have some great news for you. The Nike Air Zoom GT Jump is here, and guess what? The shoe is awesome. If we start with the eye test of the shoe, you can tell right away that it is made for ballers. It doesn't have, the most stylish design, but it still looks great if you ask me. It's a high top shoe. Recently, there's been a trend, with low top shoes. But for me, this is, an OG baller shoe. And one thing that I like about them, most recently on NBA courts, I've been watching the MVP, Nikola Jokic.
Tell me what you know about the Joker.
He's not a big fashion guy, social media, sneakerhead, none of that. He's strictly business. I mean, of course, he's the Joker, and there's great jokes in his game with all the passes and slick moves that he has.
You get the idea Jokic is sometimes telling himself a joke. He is called the Joker.
But going back to the shoe that he's wearing, the GT Jump, it's basically him saying and supporting the shoe for being great at providing all the stuff you need and expect from a basketball shoe. We'll get into all the details in a little bit, but before we do that, we'll stick to the introduction and maybe even the origin story, because all great stories have their origin somewhere where they start. And again, going back to the eye test, this shoe reminds me a lot of the Nike Shox, the Boings, made popular by Vince Carter. And you see this huge zoom cushion here, and it's just so amazing that you can feel it right away, and you can see how well it works. And trust me, you can feel how great it is once you put the shoe on and make the first step. But again, we'll get into those details later. Another great historic link is the 5 dots that we see on the shoe, and those 5 dots first appeared towards the end of the 1990s on the Nike Alpha project.
But not even Patel could foresee the twisted tales that would result when he stocked his shelves with the products of the Nike Alpha project.
Alpha project was responsible, so to say, for so many great shoes back in the day, and it's awesome to see this connection here in 2022 with this awesome basketball sneaker, a true baller sneaker, the GT Jump. So now we can get into the details, and I think since I already mentioned the zoom and it's also in the full name of the shoe, we have to go with this amazing statistic or a fact for the shoe, and that is that this is the most air zoom used in a basketball shoe by Nike. Because first, there's full-length zoom strobel. Then there's Cushlon foam. There's an air zoom unit under the heel, air zoom under the toes. And as great as all of this sounds, it's even further elevated by a Pebax jump frame. And basically what it does, the frame collects all the energy your movements create and that the air zoom technology enhances, and then just releases it. Like I said, just when I put the shoe on and I started walking in it, you feel springy. It's almost like what the Nike Shox were promising to do. This has taken it, a couple of levels further, and you can feel this. It's springy, it's jumpy. I mean, I don't know how to describe it, but once you try the shoe on, you will see what I'm talking about. It's just that amazing. Since we have so much technology in the shoe, some adjustments were made to make sure that it's not too heavy, and this is why we have the jump wire upper. See, it's basically transparent, but it's very durable, and actually reminds me of the Jacquard Lino weave that we saw on the Air Jordan 36. So if something's being used on the flagship Jordan model and also here, that's good news. You like to see those kind of things. Another thing on the upper that I really like is that the eyelets are not just, holes where you put the shoelaces in, they actually have little cables running all the way down to the side of the shoe to make sure you get that lateral lockdown of your foot. So great job. Since I mentioned this is a legit high top shoe, I mean you can tell just by looking at the silhouette. It provides just the right amount of support. It doesn't cut into your ankle or into your Achilles. It has nice padding around here on the inside. So there's another huge plus for the shoe. And then finally, we can talk about the traction. It's herringbone, but it's not your everyday typical herringbone. I mean, herringbone by itself is great. You know, it works wonders. But this one has like different types of grooves, different various depths, so to say. So basically your foot reacts to the surface depending on how much pressure you're putting down when you're making your moves. Furthermore, there's also these perforations or tiny holes on the shoe, and basically what it does, it allows all this air zoom magic, so to say, to breathe and work. So it's not contained within the shoe. It allows the air zoom to work better, and it also makes sure that the shoe won't crack, you know. So many great things going on with the shoe that, like I said, you really have to try it on. In case you don't have an opportunity to visit our stores, then you can definitely go true to size. I've been playing with both true to size, and I even went half a size down, and both things worked well. And this is something that you could try out if you're coming to the store. But again, if you're going online, then definitely stick with your Nike true to size that you normally take. And I don't know, I mean, just this shoe, if you're a serious baller,
Clearly, you're not a baller.
you definitely want to get it. You will love it, and check it out. Thanks for tuning in.